Right, we're just coming out of Juvenalia, and we're on our way to see Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind. And I just thought, we still don't have any flyers, do we?
No.
Ah, shame. But Juvenalia, anyway, an interesting, almost, well, I was just saying to Helen, period piece, really. It's kind of billed as stand-up, which is sort of true, although not in the sense of, like, you know, you have...
Not Jim Davison.
Well, no, but good God, why?
Sorry.
Yeah. It's more sort of, if you can imagine what a stand-up comedian might have been doing jokes about in 100 AD, that's very much the theme. Sort of the socio-political ills of the ever-declining Roman Empire. It's, you know, quite heavy historical stuff, but also very relatable and a lot that still resonates today, 2,000 years later, you know. Sorry, I was just walking up some steps there and they were literally a river. It's raining again, in Scotland. Who'd guess? Anyway. Long queue. We've just come out of Too Much Light Makes the Baby Go Blind, the Neo-Futurists show here, and what are you pointing at? Yeah. What is it? Anyway,
it's a badge of honour for all the audience members.
Yes. And I don't even know how to describe what just occurred. It was 30 different plays, although actually only 29 because they only managed to get through 29. You basically, when you walk in there, you have a program with a menu on the back of it from 1 to 30, and you just yell out which one you want to see next, and they do it. It's a 2-minute play, and it's bizarre, it's hilarious, it's touching, and just makes me wonder why more people don't do this sort of theatre, frankly. And we're hoping we can hang out with them in the bar a little bit later.
Because we missed the next play because they overran.
Yeah, well, there was one round where it was just called Honestly, and for 1 minute, I think it was, or 45 seconds, one of the members of the cast had to answer every question they were asked completely honestly. I asked, will you come and see our show? And you said yes, so I'm going to follow up on that.
You promised live on stage in front of a live studio audience.
Indeed. No, I wish I had the money to come and see this again. Because, as they said at the end, if you've seen this show once, you've seen it once.
It's different every day.
Yeah, which is amazing. This makes me doubly more excited for, in October I'm going to go and see Welcome to Night Vale live. And, you know, one of the things they did was they got everyone up on stage. That's where the blue paint comes from. And I just thought at the moment, I'm sharing a stage with the Neo-Futurists. How did this happen? You know, I know that there are going to be several people I know whose heads have probably exploded from jealousy right now, and I'm really, really sorry you couldn't be here. But we'll check back with you later when I'm slightly less hysterical. Meg Bashwinner painted part of my face blue. I don't think I'd ever thought I'd say that sentence. So, another show down, only one to go. Tonight was pretty slick, I think. The first 2/3 of it seemed to just fly by for me. How was it for you, my dear?
As I'm not in the middle third, that was just, as usual, tidying up, getting all the props out.
And stifling raucous laughter.
Stifling laughter. As they once again try to crack the director up. And it works every night.
Good. How about you, Tia?
Sorry.
How was tonight? Oh, sorry.
Right.
Good. cured. I'm glad we have the Tiana Lal seal of approval.
Progress or something, would it?
What?
Wouldn't be anything to do with Pilgrim's Progress or something, would it?
No, it wouldn't. It would in fact be a quote from Tolkien.
Yes! Okay.
Particularly apt to this point as we are wandering in order to find a supermarket, yet we are not lost.
Indeed.
Because we're at Robertson Post. We're never
The
lost.
only reason I know where that came from.
What?
Sorry, my brain's just suddenly called. I just saw the sign saying Pilgrim, so I thought Pilgrim.
Ah, I see.
And yes, I do know the quote.
Yes, well,
But I've had a little bit of alcohol, so.
yes, an entire small rosé.
Yeah!
He didn't give me a small, he gave me a large.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, he must have really
That was a
fancied you.
large?
He must
That
have.
wasn't a small?
Yeah, they said that was a small. That was not a small, that was a large.
Okay, seriously, they must really fancy you.
Good for you.
Really?
Wait, is that recording everything?
Not everything, only what I edit.
Good.
Well, the day is here. This is the final day. The final show today. And I think what I'm going to try and do is do a video retrospective, because that's sort of what we're planning to see show-wise today. There's one show we're planning to see that we haven't seen before, which is the Twins Macabre. But other than that, we're just going to try and see all the shows that we've already seen and liked, that we can still afford, which is not many. But hopefully I'll be able to get a bit of footage of at least some of them to give you an idea of what it is we've been banging on about all this time. But for now, I have to clear all of that and that into that. But I would say, as my name tag from the Neo-Futurists says, it was plenty good enough. That's basically a good summation of my Fringe experience thus far.
Killers and renegades, liars and thieves. Welcome to the show. We are the Mechanisms, a band of immortal space pirates roaming the universe in the starship Aurora. Allow me a brief moment of self-indulgence to introduce to you the crew of our mighty ship. There's Drumbot Brian, our pilot, who is, for reasons best known to itself, playing a banjo, which isn't a fucking drum! Ashes O'Reilly, our quartermaster from the mobster planet Malone. Gunpowder Tim, master at arms. If I had a penny for every planet he's blown up, he'd probably blow up the pennies as well. Nastya Rasputina, ship's engineer and lover. Don't ask, it's gross. Barrett, Marius von Raum, ship's doctor, neither a baron nor a doctor. Raffaella Cognizzi, science officer, as cruel and precise as a scalpel, but not nearly as good for your health. Ivy Alexandria, archivist. That's about it, really. And the toy soldier, who is, as ever, present. And last, but the opposite of least, myself, Johnny DeVille, your humble captain. First mates! That was an appeal for money, that's not. Why are you applauding me?
Literally patchy merchandise.
Now we understand that was a bit of a downer ending, so we've got one more song for you. Sing along if you know the words. Tim! What shall we do? Don't just sing along at the start, sing. What shall we do with a drunk space pirate? What shall we do with a drunk space pirate? What shall we do with a drunk space pirate? Distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, oh, Beckons, distant stars away. Surely the end of till he's sober, surely the end of till he's sober, surely the end of till he's sober, distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, oh, Beckons, distant stars away. Rolling in the rain with a submarine, he's rolling in the rain with a submarine, he's rolling in the rain with a submarine, boom, he's distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, oh, Beckons, distant stars away. Stuck in the red hole in the space, he's stuck in the red hole in the space, he's stuck in the red hole in the space, he's distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, oh, Beckons, distant stars away. 20 kisses on the Bible lash, 20 kisses on the Bible lash, 20 kisses on the Bible lash, oh, distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, oh, Beckons, distant stars away. Shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, shave his belly with a rusty razor, distant stars away. Way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, way, hey, look, Beckons, distant stars away. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, 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 tizzy, tizzy. Way, hey, way, hey, way, hey, Beckons, distant stars away. Kill the audience with poison cookies, kill the audience with poison, kill the audience with poison cookies, we do have an antidote. Way, hey, Beckons, way, hey, way, hey, Beckons, distant stars away. Thank you, everyone. We have been the mechanisms of this as the I Know Another Camera. Antidote to the cookies can be found with any of our merchandise as long as you lick enough of it. We have been Run But Ryan. That's what we do with a drunk space pirate. That's what we do with a drunk space pirate. That's what we do with a drunk space pirate. Distant stars away. Thank you.
I didn't give you more of the mechanisms because I really, really hope that on the basis of that you will go and see them because they're awesome. And we're waiting on the front row now to see the Bristol Improv, which has one of my friends in it. So we'll see how that goes. I probably won't be able to film too much of that, but if I can, I will. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film any of the Bristol Improv because we were right on the front row and it would have been awkward. Likewise with the show we subsequently went to see, which was the Twins Macabre. We've been meaning to go and see them since we got here, and oh my god, I'm glad we did, because that was fantastic. There were some things that in terms of style was very, very close to the knuckle in terms of what we're doing up here. And unfortunately it doesn't look like they're going to be able to make it this evening, which is a shame. But my friend Harvey was doing their tech for them. And it's just a very, very dark comedic double act. Really, really supremely well performed. There were many, many moments in there where I just went, damn, I wish I'd thought of that. And I think definitely some kindred spirits to be kept an eye on, certainly, because they are doing very similar stuff to us, and hopefully some natural allies, I think. Well, anyway, we will tweet them later. But for now, bagels.
Food. Didn't happen. Might be able to happen tomorrow.